Hello, here's a demo for an HDA for crowd vehicle placement. Once you have a good layout of the vehicles, you could then set that as an obstacle for crowds. So let's quickly build a scene. Here's an empty scene. I'll throw in a biped, simple biped, just for scale so you could see how big a human is. There it is down there. Then I'll drop just another box. Go inside the box, delete the box, and then I'll add the tool, which is CFX crowd vehicle placement. Click enter, and you can see it's missing a curve to connect to the input. So what I'll do is I'll go to the top viewport. There's our human. Something like this, and then tab curve, click enter, and click enter again. Something like that, or actually maybe I'll make a different curve, a little bit bigger. Enter again. Sure. Enter, then exit, and then connect that to this input. So there we go. And we'll switch back to perspective. So this is the rough layout. And then we could start adjusting it from here. So if you want more vehicles, less vehicles, maybe something like this. We could start adding noise to everything. Turn on both of our noise. Increase the amplitudes. And start adjusting these. So maybe I like that. There's just a little bit of offset, not just a perfectly straight line. If you want to adjust the heading for the vehicle, you could slide that around. But at 90, they just follow the curve. You could roll it. This one's not a roller coaster, so I'll keep it at the default. And then you can see the weighting for the vehicles. So there's 2 cars and 2 trucks. So for example, if we don't want any cars, I could just slide this, and these represent 2 different trucks. But maybe we want just 2 trucks and 1 car. And then we want to add a little bit of randomness, or just shuffle the order a bit. Maybe we like that. And actually we'll bring back some of the original car too. And so right now this is ready for simulation. The cubes sim pretty quick to use as an obstacle, but if you just want to see, I could turn off the box. You can see the car. In this case, they're upside down, so maybe we want to roll it actually. So 0, there we go. Back going the correct way. And then if you want to, right now it's just a USD that's packed. If you want to unpack that, just turn it on, and now they're unpacked. But I'll pack it again and go back to the sim ready version. There we go. This is our cars, and let's add a crowd sim. So to do that, I just control middle mouse click simulate. Okay, there's our crowd. Let's see. Okay, so they're all facing this way, and our cars are actually over here. So we could slide our cars around. Right here, you could move it. want it over here. Something like that. And just checking. In this case, it's a little bit above, so I'll just lower the Y a little bit. Bring that back up. Okay, these are cars. And then you just use the shelf tool, obstacle, and then select the boxes, click enter. And this creates this node in our crowd sim, pop steer obstacle. Usually what I do is I go to FOV vertical and just increase this to maybe like 105. And that just means the agents could look up and down to see the obstacle in front of them. And then if we press play and simulate, nice. They're voting the cars. So I found using a box speeds up the sim time a lot compared to using the actual car model. And then if you didn't like this, you could quickly change the layout and resim. So we click pause. You can see they're avoiding the car. There we go. And you could also go back to our tool if you want to see what the cars look like. There we go. So there you go. This is the HDA for CFX crowd vehicle placement.